The biggest Google Ads mistakes that cleaners make. I'm John Braun, and I have helped well over 200, probably 300 or 400 cleaning companies with their Google Ads campaigns personally. So I've got some really good insight and some mistakes that I see all the time. So we're going to go over the top 10 mistakes that I see cleaners make. So first and foremost, the biggest mistake that I ever see. A lot of the times you will get recommendations in your notifications. You will get recommendations in email. They'll even call you. Your Google ad rep is not out for your best interest. They are out for the best interest of Google. They will help you spend your budget and they will help you get in front of people. But most of the time, I've talked to a lot of the Google ad reps. They're not good marketers. They kind of know Google Ads, and sometimes that's even up for speculation. But they don't really know the cleaning industry, and they're not very good marketers. I recommend that maybe use them for questions that you have, but really, next to never go based on their recommendations. So number 2, not having a separate ad group for each service. Here in this case, we actually have an ad group for a certain part of the town. By the way, this is a defunct, if anybody's wondering, this is a defunct, not working anymore, not in operation Google Ads campaign. But you want to have a separate ad group for each of your different services. If you do 20 services, you want to have 20 different ad groups. Just believe me, it helps in the long run for really systemizing how you're doing the ads, but it also helps for the relevance of the ad that you're doing. Number 3, targeting too many cities in one ad group. As you can see in this case, this is actually an ad group specifically for a certain part of town. But I would next to never, there are occasions where you could do this, but normally you don't want to have a campaign with more than one city, maybe 2 cities that are nearby. You don't want to target big areas in one campaign. There's a lot of ifs, ands, and buts about that. But in general, the way I usually do them, and mostly if you want to keep your ad campaign clean, it's a good idea to have a separate campaign for each city. Number 4, sending prospects to a page that doesn't reflect your ad. So if I have an ad group for carpet cleaning, I want to send them to a carpet cleaning page. An ad group for area rug cleaning, I want to send them to an area rug cleaning page. If I have an ad group for hardwood floor, I want to send them either to and sometimes too, maybe to a specific entire site about that service or a specific page about that service. Very, very important to do that for your ad relevance, but also too for your prospect. They're going to feel more at home and they're going to give you a better response. Number 5, not using the new responsive search ad. As I mentioned, this is an older campaign. This is not a responsive search ad. In fact, when we click here, it's going to probably tell us that we need to upgrade the destination isn't working, but you do want to upgrade. You do want to get in and work on those ads and add to them. Now you can actually create what they call a responsive ad when you go and create a new ad. If your ad is older and it looks kind of like this one, then where there's not much information, you want to go ahead and fill out all the information that you can, put in all the headlines that you can. Create that responsive ad. It's going to be very, very helpful for you. Number 6, not filling out all the spaces. We just talked about that. Not filling out everything inside of your particular ad. Again, this is not a responsive ad, but when we go and create another ad, it's going to ask for a responsive ad, and you're going to have several different headline slots. You're going to have several different descriptions. Fill out at least the number that they give you, if not even more to the maximum, especially when with a responsive ad. What's going to happen is Google's going to decide by your user's response. That's why it's called responsive. They're going to decide which ones are getting the better response. So you want to do all these, fill out different headlines, get the different headline suggestions, also different descriptions. Fill it out to the max for sure. Number 7, targeting people outside of your service area. There are some key ways that you can do this. You want to make sure that you're only targeting people in your area, not people that are interested in your area, but only people that are in your area. If you're not careful, you could be targeting people in China, in India, people that are just doing data aggregation, and then you're paying for that. Make sure that you're only targeting people actually in your area. Number 8, misusing or not using an ad extension. There's a whole different thing that comes up for ad extensions, and these are where you have site links. These are where you can have, actually in this case, Tile Cleaning Denver, where you actually, these are ad extensions that show up on this ad. And look how big this ad is for this guy. Now the great thing about this is there's probably not much competition for tile cleaning, but then again there may be, but here he is because he has these extensions taking up all of this area right here toward the top of Google Ads, and it's great. So fill out all the extensions that you can. Figure out for different industries, for different companies, different extensions could be better, but you want to use the call extension, you want to use call out extensions, maybe even structured snippets. If you have images available, use all the extensions that you can. Number 9, not using the right negative keywords. What's going to go on is when you run an ad, you're going to occasionally have keywords. You want to be looking at your search terms regularly. You're going to want to put in negative keywords inside of that ad group. And what's going to happen is when somebody types in these specific words like Bissell, you're not going to show up for somebody searching for a Bissell. You're not going to show up for somebody searching for the cheapest cleaning company. If you put in cheapest, you're not going to show up for somebody looking for a carpet cleaning machine on eBay, for chemicals at Family Dollar, at Walmart, for a Hoover vacuum, for a Hoover machine, for people looking for how-to. You want to make sure that all your negative keywords are in there and in there properly. If you're not using them the right way, you could be in trouble and spending a lot of money on things that you have no business spending money on, and Google will gladly take the money. Don't let them do that. And number 10, not having your ad look like other companies and other cleaners. You want to make sure that your ad does not look like any other cleaning company. You want it to look unique. In this case, this is fairly unique. If your ad looks like other cleaning companies, it's bad. If your ad has a dollar amount, if you advertise 5 rooms for, in this case, we have 3 rooms for $78. Well, 2 rooms for $78. If I came along and said 2 rooms for $75, I win, right? Ideally, you don't want to do blank rooms for blank dollars in almost any marketing, especially Google Ads. You really don't want to do it. If I did another ad, 3 rooms for $119, I win. 3 rooms for $99, I really win. See, this guy looks more attractive simply because he's lower. You don't really want to compete based on price. You want to come in with an entirely different proposition, entirely different ad. And to just big thing, make sure your ad does not look like all your other competition. You want to do things that set you apart from other cleaners. We are having an updated Google Ads course where I'm going to give you all of the keywords that I use, all of the negative keywords, show you step by step on how to set up Google Ads, and even within the course, give you a chance to have your Google ad campaign reviewed personally by me. If you'd like to be part of that course, we're going to be opening up registration here very, very soon. So I will be giving you guys a link. Look for the emails from me. Look for the information for me on Facebook. It can definitely save you. I've had members join and become part of this course and save themselves $400 or $500 a month over what they were spending before on their Google Ads campaign. So join us in the Google Ads course. Look for the sign up link coming really, really soon.